Hello all, Edisoft welcomes you all to the October edition of our monthly current affairs. Here, we will talk about all the important news of September 2024 and some quick reads along the way. Without further ado, let's begin. In a historic moment for Indian chess, the nation has achieved an unprecedented double gold at the 2024 Chess Olympiad in Budapest, Hungary on 23 September 2024. The Indian Open team, led by the prodigious talents of Gukesh D, Praggnanandhaa R, and Arjun Erigaisi, dominated the tournament with an impressive 21 out of 22 match points. The women's team pulled off an even more groundbreaking feat. This was India's first ever gold in the women's category at a chess Olympiad. In addition to the individual golds, India was awarded the prestigious Gaprindashvili Trophy, given to the nation with the best combined performance in both the open and women's sections. The emergence of young chess prodigies such as R. Praggnanandhaa, Vidit Gujrathi, Arjun Erigaisi, and especially D. Gukesh, alongside the formidable talents of the women's team players like Harika Dronavalli, Tanya Sachdev, Vaishali Ramesh Babu, Vantika Agrawal, and Divya Deshmukh, have illuminated India's chess potential. The Indian team won their 5th Asian Champions Trophy crown as they defeated a resolute China 1-0 on 17 September 2024. Jugraj Singh scored the decisive goal in the 51st minute to help India secure the win as China made the defending champions work hard for the win in the end. India and China had faced each other in their tournament opener, and it was the former who had won the match 3-0. Harmanpreet Singh and co. were coming into the game as the hot favourites, but the hosts weren't ready to give up without a fight. The match had started with China trying to put the Indian defence under pressure. This was evident in the first game between these two teams in the tournament, with China looking to break India on the counter. India were frustrated by a superb defensive showing in the first half by hosts China in the final. After 2 quarters, the scoreboard read 0-0 as India kept probing for the opening goal while China threw hard their moments on the counter where Indian defence had to stay alert. On 17 September 2024, the 43-year-old Atishi was named the Chief Minister of India's capital territory of Delhi, 2 days after AAP Chief Arvind Kejriwal announced he would resign from his office in the wake of corruption allegations against him in a case related to his government's policy on the sale of liquor. Kejriwal was arrested in March by India's federal agency that probes financial crimes and was released from jail last week after the country's top court granted him bail. His former deputy Manish Sisodia was also arrested in the same case and has been out on bail for a month now. Proposing Atishi as his replacement at a meeting with his party's legislators, Kejriwal said he would only return to the office after winning people's trust through a regional vote, due in February next year. Atishi is the third woman chief minister of Delhi after Sushma Swaraj of the BJP and Sheila Dikshit of the Congress party. On 21 September, Lieutenant General V.K. Saxena administered oath of Atishi alongside her new team of ministers, which includes veterans Gopal Rai, Kailash Gahlot, Saurabh Bharadwaj, Imran Hussain and a fresh face, Mukesh Ahlawat. The 20th edition of India-USA Joint Military Exercise Yudh Abhyas 2024 commenced on 9 September 2024 at Foreign Training Node in Mahajan Field Firing Ranges, Rajasthan. The exercise continued till 22nd September 2024. This edition marks a significant increase in the scope and complexity of the joint exercise in terms of troop strength and equipment. The Indian Army contingent comprised of 600 personnel were represented by a battalion of the Rajput Regiment along with personnel from other arms and services. The US contingent comprised of similar strength was represented by the troops of 1 to 24 Battalion of the Alaska-based 11th Airborne Division of the US Army. aim of the joint exercise was to enhance joint military capability of both sides to undertake counter-terrorism operations in a sub-conventional scenario under Chapter 7 of the United Nations Charter. The exercise focused on operations in the semi-desert environment. India has moved up to 39th place among 133 global economies in the Global Innovation Index (GII) 2024 on 27 September 2024. Union Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal announced that India also ranks first among the 10 economies in the Central and Southern Asia region. In a social media post, Mr. Goyal highlighted the remarkable achievements under the guidance of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's decisive leadership. He said, India also ranked first among lower-middle income economies and fourth in the World Intellectual Property Organization (WIPO) Science and Technology (SANTE) cluster ranking. Mr. Goyal said, Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, and Chennai are listed among the world's top 100 SANTE clusters, and India is seventh globally in intangible asset intensity. The GII 2024 evaluates the innovation ecosystem performance of 133 economies and tracks the latest global innovation trends. According to the World Intellectual Property Organization's WIPO GII 2024, China, Turkey, India, Vietnam, and the Philippines are the fastest climbers over the past decade. India has become the third most powerful nation in Asia, surpassing Japan in the Asia Power Index published on 25 September 2024. The Asia Power Index report for 2024 indicated that strong post-COVID economic growth has led India to increase its economic capability by 4.2 points. The report also highlights that India performed well across all other resource measures, especially in future resources, where its score rose by 8.2 points. This growth suggests that India's youthful population may deliver a demographic dividend in the decades to come, unlike many other countries in Asia. India's diplomatic influence has also risen in the Asia Power Index. This shift in rankings marks India's increasing influence across the continent, solidifying its position as a major global player with ambitions of becoming a superpower. The Asia Power Index ranks 27 countries and territories based on their capacity to shape their external environment, with its scope reaching as far west as Pakistan, as far north as Russia, and as far into the Pacific as Australia, New Zealand, and the United States. India's Jeevan Neduchezhiya and his partner Vijay Sundar Prashant clinched their maiden ATP title together, winning the Hangzhou Open men's doubles event, while Yuki Bhambari and his French partner Albano Olivetti finished runners-up at the Chengdu Open on 24 September 2024. The unseeded Indian duo of Jeevan and Vijay scripted a remarkable comeback to defeat the unseeded German team of Konstantin Franzen and Henrik Jebens 4-6, 7-6, 5, 10-7 in a 1 hour and 49 minutes battle. For the 35-year-old Jeevan, this was his second ATP Tour title. After losing the first set 4-6, the Indian pair showed immense resilience, holding their nerve to force a tiebreak in the second set, which they clinched 7-6, 5. The match then headed into a deciding super tiebreak, where both displayed poise under pressure, prevailing 10-7 to seal the win. The Indians managed 2 aces against their opponents' 8 and saved 2 of 3 break points they faced. In an extraordinary mountaineering achievement, a team from the National Institute of Mountaineering and Adventure Sports, NIMAS, has successfully scaled an unnamed and unclimbed 6383 MSL or 20,942 feet high peak in Goriji range of Arunachal Pradesh, Himalayas on Tawang West Kameng region on 25 September 2024. The peak was one of the most technically challenging and unexplored summits in the region. After overcoming immense challenges including sheer ice walls, treacherous crevasses, and a 2-kilometer-long glacier, the team has immortalized the momentous feat by naming the peak Zhenjiang Gyatso Peak and quote in honor of His Holiness the 6th Dalai Lama Lingzhen Zhenjiang Gyatso. The NIMAS, which has been at the forefront of adventure and mountaineering in India, has informed the Indian Mountaineering Foundation (IMF) about the ascent and the decision to name the peak. The necessary formalities for naming the peak are being completed to ensure that Zhenjiang Gyatso Peak is recognized on the official map. The 14th Hockey India Junior Men National Championship 2024 concluded with an exhilarating final on 19 September 2024 at the Olympian Surjit Singh Hockey Stadium in Jalandhar, Punjab. This prestigious event, organized by Hockey India, showcased the nation's top young talent in a fierce competition that spanned from 9 September to 19 September 2024. The championship culminated in a nail-biting final match between Hockey Punjab and Uttar Pradesh Hockey. The intensity of the game was evident as both teams fought tooth and nail, resulting in a 3-3 tie at the end of regular time. The deadlock led to a dramatic penalty shootout to determine the champion. In a display of skill and nerves of steel, Hockey Punjab emerged victorious in the penalty shootout with a score of 4-3. This narrow margin of victory underscored the competitive nature of the tournament and the high level of talent present in both teams. India has launched Operation Sadbhav to provide humanitarian assistance to Typhoon Yagi-affected countries, Myanmar, Laos and Vietnam on 15 September 2024. India sent urgent relief materials to Myanmar, Laos and Vietnam to assist them in dealing with the impact of the major typhoon. These countries are reeling under massive floods after Asia's most powerful storm this year hit the three countries. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar said 10 tons of aid, including dry ration, clothing and medicines, were dispatched to Myanmar on board the Indian naval ship in Satpura. A military transport aircraft of the Indian Air Force is carrying 35 tons of aid to Vietnam and 10 tons of relief materials to Laos. These include gensets, water purification items, hygiene supplies, mosquito nets, blankets and sleeping bags. Operation Sadbhav is part of India's broader effort to contribute to HUDRA, humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, within the ASEAN region, in line with its Act East policy. The central government, through the Ministry of Law and Justice, notified on 21 September 2024 the appointment of Chief Justices to 8 High Courts to fill key judicial positions. Union Law Minister, Independent Charge, Arjun Ram Meghwal announced the appointment of Chief Justices to 8 High Courts. According to the notification, Justice Manmohan, who is currently serving as the acting Chief Justice of the Delhi High Court, has been appointed as the regular Chief Justice of the Delhi High Court. Justice Indra Prasanna Mukherjee, a sitting judge of the Calcutta High Court, has been appointed as the Chief Justice of the Meghalaya High Court. Justice Rajiv Shakdhar, a sitting judge of the Delhi High Court, has been appointed as the Chief Justice of the Himachal Pradesh High Court. Similarly, Justice Suresh Kat, also from the Delhi High Court, has been appointed as the Chief Justice of the Madhya Pradesh High Court. PM Modi concluded a successful 3-day visit to the United States from September 21 to 23, 2024. His trip included participation in the 6th Quad Summit, the Summit of the Future, at the United Nations, bilateral meetings, and engagement with the Indian diaspora. The Quad meeting was hosted by President Joe Biden and attended by PM Modi, Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, and Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. Originally scheduled to host the 2024 summit, India swapped hosting rights with the USA for logistical reasons. The USA will host the 2025 Foreign Ministers meeting. PM Modi also attended a CEO roundtable in New York, organized by MIT School of Engineering, where he met leaders in sectors like semiconductors, AI, quantum technology, and life sciences. He engaged with the Indian community in New York, highlighting India's potential and opportunities for collaboration. He held discussions with leaders such as Fumio Kishida, Anthony Albanese, Volodymyr Zelensky, and others, emphasizing India's stance on global issues. The United States has returned 297 antiquities to India that were illegally smuggled out of the country during PM Modi's visit, officials announced on 22 September 2024. This latest handover underscores India's ongoing efforts to reclaim its cultural heritage. In a ceremony of great cultural and diplomatic importance, 297 antiquities were officially handed over to India by U.S. authorities. Among the notable antiquities repatriated to India are a sandstone Apsara from central India, dating back to the 10th to 11th century CE, a bronze Jain Tirthankar from the 15th to 16th century CE, a terracotta vase from eastern India from the 3rd to 4th century CE, and a stone sculpture from South India dating between the 1st century BCE and 1st century CE. People stealing and selling their old and valuable art and historical objects. This is called illicit trafficking of cultural property. It's been especially hard on India, with many old and precious items taken out of the country illegally. In a gripping final at the Second World Deaf Shooting Championship in Hanover, Germany, teenage shooter Anya Prasad from Jaipur secured the gold medal in the women's air pistol event on 2 September 2024. The 17-year-old, a first-year visual arts student at Rajasthan University, clinched victory with a nail-biting last shot, scoring 10.3, narrowly beating Sofia Olenek of Ukraine by just 0.1 point. Anuya finished with a total of 232.2 points, 552, while Olenek scored 232.1 points, 551. Ukrainian shooter Helena Mosina took the bronze with 208.5 points, 554. India's Pranjali Dhumal, who had set a world record with a qualification score of 568, ended up fourth in the final. Despite her impressive performance, she was edged out by another Ukrainian competitor, Helena Mosina. The Indian contingent performed exceptionally well at the championship, securing a total of 4 medals. A total of 69 athletes from 16 countries competed for these honors. The Subroto Cup International Football Tournament, a premier inter-school football competition, celebrated its 63rd edition in 2024. This prestigious event attracts participants from both India and abroad, concluded with an exciting final on 11 September 2024 in New Delhi. The tournament for the under-17 boys category took place in the heart of India's capital, New Delhi, spanning from 2 September to 11 September 2024. The 2024 edition saw participation from school teams representing Bangladesh, Nepal, and Sri Lanka in the U17 boys category, adding an international flavor to the tournament. The final match of the U17 boys category was a thrilling encounter between Manipur's TG English School and Meghalaya's Mainkan Christian Higher Secondary School. With the teams deadlocked after regulation time, the match proceeded to a penalty shootout. Manipur's TG English School emerged victorious with a 4-3 win in the shootout. Senior IPS officers Alok Ranjan and Amit Garg have been appointed as the heads of the NCRB and SVP-NPA, respectively, on 21 September 2024. Ranjan, a 1991 batch officer from Madhya Pradesh Cadre, will serve until June 2026, while Garg, a 1993 batch officer from Andhra Pradesh Cadre, will head SVP-NPA until October 2027. The Appointments Committee of the Cabinet has also approved several other appointments among senior IPS officers. 4 1993 batch officers, Ritvik Rudra, Himachal Pradesh Cadre, Mahesh Dikshit, Andhra Pradesh Cadre, Praveen Kumar, West Bengal cadre, and Arvind Kumar, Bihar cadre, have been named special directors in the Intelligence Bureau (IB), having previously served as additional directors. Praveer Ranjan, also a 1993 batch IPS officer from the Agmat cadre, has been appointed as Special Director General in the CISF for a 2-year tenure. Additionally, Vitul Kumar has been appointed as Special DG in the CRPF, while R. Prasad Meena will serve as Special DG in the BSF. Russian cosmonauts Oleg Kononenko and Nikolai Chubb have broken the record for the longest continuous mission aboard the International Space Station, ISS, having spent more than a year in the orbit. Kononenko and Chubb entered the record books at 4:06 and 51 seconds p.m. Moscow time on 20th September 2024, when they beat the previous record set by fellow cosmonauts Sergei Prokopyev and Dmitry Petelin and American astronaut Francisco Rubio, who spent 370 days, 21 hours, 22 minutes, and 16 seconds on board the ISS from September 2022 to September 2023. The two cosmonauts arrived at the ISS on 15 September last year. The mission was Chubb's first journey into space, but Kononenko's fifth. Back in February, Kononenko broke a world record for the most time spent in space by a single person, eclipsing the 878 days and 11 hours set by Russian cosmonaut Gennady Padalka in 2015. Kononenko had logged 1,000 days away from Earth as of June. There are currently 15 people on board the ISS, including 6 NASA astronauts and 4 Roscosmos cosmonauts. The Indian Navy hosted the 5th edition of the Goa Maritime Symposium, GMS, 2024 from 23 to 24 September 2024, under the aegis of the Naval War College, Goa. Conducted in the newly inaugurated Chola building, this year's theme was Common Maritime Security Challenges in the IOR, progressing lines of effort to mitigate dynamic threats such as illegal, unreported, and unregulated (IUU) fishing and other illegal maritime activities. The event was guided by the Security and Growth for All in the Region (SAGAR) initiative, emphasizing regional prosperity and security in the Indian Ocean region (IOR). It featured delegates from 14 IOR littoral nations, including Bangladesh, Indonesia, Malaysia, the Maldives, and Sri Lanka, among others. Observers from Kenya and Tanzania also participated. Naval representatives, typically of captain or commander rank, from 14 IOR littoral countries attended this symposium. The countries included Bangladesh, Comoros, Indonesia, Madagascar, Malaysia, Maldives, Mauritius, Myanmar, Seychelles, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Tanzania, and Thailand. And here are some quick reads of the month. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.